Gene.
Thanks for tuning in to Multicasking, Gene.
What?
I am a Neil Patrick Ferris. No, not Neil Patrick Ferris.
No.
That's Ferris Bueller, which we were talking about earlier. Neil
Yeah.
Patrick Harris fanboy.
Yes, he is. I tell you what, everything. It's like he just watches. He just gazes into the TV when he's on. He's just gazing. Oh, look at Neil.
Well, he's an American treasure, is he not?
Yeah.
But anyway, so he, like us, are members of the Scotch Malt Whisky Society. He picked 3 whiskeys last year that were just freaking outstanding. So much so, Gene, that you and I had to purchase backup bottles of his 2 middle fingers of Scotch.
I remember.
So if you don't know, Scotch Malt Whisky Society is an independent bottler, and they provide unique names to the whiskeys, and they number the distilleries. So this is distillery number 93, cask number 193. So 93 is where they were at in relation to coming aboard to offering up barrels to the Scotch Malt Whisky Society. They're the 93rd. It's Glen Scotia is the name of the distillery, and they're from the Campbell region of Scotland. This is an 8-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey that Neil Patrick Harris named the Salty Waterslide.
Salty makes me think of peat.
It does.
And
yes.
I'm nosing this right now, and I was expecting peat when I saw the name Salty.
Yes, as was I.
I'm not smelling peat.
Scotch Malt Whisky Society also color codes their whiskeys. 9 different ones. Their peats are the shades of green. This is from the, I believe it's oily and coastal region that they have. So Jean Marie with an ABV of 60.0, 120 proof. What do you get on the nose?
The salty does come to my mind. It is the iodized salt, just
Iodized.
whatever it is, just the regular table salt. But it's also combined with a lot of floral notes. Some of those white light fruits, pears, fresh laundry, and table salt.
For me, it's like Willy Wonka, who's a real person in this scenario, said, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a bouquet of flowers into candy. Because I'm getting flowers, I'm getting your pear notes, and I'm also getting a ton of flowers and sugary notes. It's like a cotton candy, but a floral bouquet edition.
Lavender?
Yes.
Whew.
There's a hint of a umami note there that kind of ties in. It's a well balance between the sugary and the flower notes. And I get flowers in a lot of Scotch, get a lot of Limerangi notes. I'll get flowers in. A lot of Scotch, I get flowers in.
That's right, you do.
Thank you for the affirmation. Thumbs up if you like us, thumbs down if you don't like me. Appreciate your subscription to the channel.
I'm going.
Have a good one. As soon as I said oily and coastal, I'm kind of getting that maritime note. Turn Gene into a drummer. Oh, pepper dance.
Oh man. So there might have been some salt on what?
I thought you were going, there might have been some salt. Let me tell you how you're wrong, Neil Patrick Harris.
Might have been a little bit of salt on the nose, but this girl just did a pepper dance.
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you see it?
I was there for it.
Pepper. Mama liked the peppery notes. I love, it's like a pepper bomb.
Woo.
It's long, lasting finish. It's still going on.
It's long and it's strong and it's got to get its finish on.
Yes, it is. Now I just want to.
Oh, ladies.
I want to do my old lady twerking. I don't actually know.
I think we all want you to do the old lady twerking.
So my daughter makes fun of me when I try to twerk.
Is that something you actually do that I've never seen that I must see now?
I don't even, like I said,
I know what we're doing tonight.
I don't even think it's a real twerk.
Now I'm going to do my twerking dance.
More of like a just bouncing around. Anyway.
Either way, I'm there for it.
So I get like that pear. It's a nice canned pear finish covered in these peppers. It's still going on, folks. I've only taken 1 sip out of this. My finish is still there. It's still on my tongue.
Now, admittedly, I'm going to tell you one thing about me is I'm kind of a blunt guy. Kind of speak what's on my mind. Sometimes I kind of that's bad for conversation for people who don't know me. Here's my problem with this Neil Patrick Harris. I'm not getting a salty water slide. I'm getting the pepper notes. But admittedly, we have never had a Campbelltown. That is one region of Scotch that we are absent of, that we show our naivete in. So I can't give a ton of notes on this compared to other Campbelltown region Scotches, because we've never had Campbelltown region.
That's true that.
We have 600 bottles of whiskey and not a single Campbelltown until here.
I'm trying to come up with some other notes. It's like a chewy butterscotch now. Like you know, like those little caramels where you can eat a caramel and it's chewy. But this is kind of like a caramel mixed with butterscotch and maybe a little bit of watermelon. I don't know.
So for me, the best way I can describe this to you is if somebody took blueberries, fresh blueberries, coated them in cracked pepper, and then just sprinkled a bit of caramelized sugar on it, because that's a thing in this scenario, and then you let those sit out for a couple days, and then you pop them in your mouth.
Sounds wonderful.
Sounds like an interesting thing I would try at least once.
If you're a chef, I think you should try that. And then tell us how it turns out.
I think you have a better finish than I do. For me, the finish is medium, and the finish is mostly maybe black peppercorn. There's a hint of a earthy, maybe a oatmeal cookie perhaps on the finish. Oatmeal cookie finish, hint of black pepper on the finish with a spearmint stick, something else.
Water on the nose.
Yep.
For me, I now have honey and ginger.
Huh. Ooh. I'm hoping I haven't tried it with the water yet, because I talk a lot. That really cranks up the peppers.
Whoa!
And the floral.
Dang! My mouth is so peppery it doesn't even know what to do.
So are we clear, Gene, that we are going to... Oh, yeah.
Scotch Malt Whisky Society.
What happens if I do that?
Scotch Malt Whisky Society.
Who's to say? So are we in agreement, Gene, that we're going to rename this to Peppery Waterslide?
Yeah.
So, Mr. Harris.
Yeah.
Peppery Waterslide it is.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was almost on a 90. I can't quite go 90. I'm gonna go 89.
You're wrong.
92. Okay.
92.
My first inclination was to do a 90 on this, but I need another transition.
Man.
Need another transition.
My mouth is so happy right now. I tell you what. You can't get it any happier. You just can't get more delightful peppers.
And
it's just concentrate. It's a concentrated bunch of peppers, and my mouth is just smiling inside.
And this is our first of this color. We have dark blue. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light blues. This is our first dark blue, which I think is the oily and coastal. I'll put up a little thing here if I remember to do it of their things. But yeah, I needed one more note. To do 90.
Whatever, man. I got my note.
There you go. Yeah, appreciate you, Neil Patrick Harrison. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It says 2 middle fingers of Scotch. Blew my mind. 93, 94 on that bad boy. Spoiler alert, but man, I was expecting that with his name behind it.
How much did you pay for this?
Oh, good call. Shit. Oot. 140? 110. Either 110 or 140.
I have 140 written down.
140. See, I don't know. I'm showing my naivete. I don't know if this is a good Campbelltown or not. I don't know if this is a solid. I'm assuming.
I say yes.
Okay, there you go.
I say it's a good one.
There we go. I have no problem saying I'm ignorant to Campbelltown whiskeys. There we go. 140 it is.
There we go.
We'll leave a link down. You know what? We're going to leave a link down to Scotch Malt Whisky Society down in the description below. Scott's a good buddy of ours, and he does their videos for him.
Yeah, we like Scott.
Anything else to add?
No.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Jean, and I hope you are just as thirsty as we are.
On a side note, Mr. Patrick Harris,